G'day everybody. Now I want to talk about lithium batteries. As people have been hearing about lithium batteries catching on fire. And I want to talk about how camping lithium batteries are quite safe. I'm not sure about the house lithium battery sense systems. I looked them up years ago. I didn't check up all the information of the safety precautions it has within them. But I do know about the camping ones and what I use and how pretty much shouldn't cause a fire, as it has 9 times the safety system here. Don't know how the household batteries, how many safety systems they have there, and how its safety system does it for the whole system, right? And if something plays up, maybe the whole system plays up. I don't know how they set that up, but I'm going to talk about camping battery, lithium batteries used for caravans, to power caravans. This is a caravan setup that I just put one inside. Now, because that's what I did first, set it up the caravan. If you use these, every lithium battery has a own safety switch. So if it gets bzzz, if you put a screwdriver across here and spark it, which I've done before on one of these ones, it'll go and instantly cut off like a house safety switch, as it has an own board and safety for one, because it's a 12-volt system to it. These have one for each one. So if that cuts out, the system will recognise it as it's not 48 watt anymore, and it goes bam, 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 bam. And that's what happens when they overcharge. If they overcharge, it cuts itself off. If it gets sparked, cuts itself off. And all these safety reasons to cut itself off. Besides, the only way it can go off if it's manufactured with crap materials and it's not what it says, right? So it can the walls melt or something with inside, right? Something like that. It's pretty much the only reason it'll fuck up. So it'll be a manufacturing problem. But other than that, it's got all the safety features on there for when it goes to overheat or too much current. And instead of just having just that one system for the whole thing, I've got 8 separate ones. Each one has it. So in either one plays up, it just shuts off. And if either one shuts off, this thing says the current's low. I have a whinge, it'll shut itself off too, and you get no power. That's what happens when it comes to the batteries. And when it comes to the solar, it does the same thing. It has they go in, if it gets over current or something's wrong with the solar, which I've had before, and I have to go replace a plug, it'll go, the current's not right, coming through the solar. When it plays up and you have to disconnect it, it'll shut itself off and you go fine where the line is. It shuts itself off to make sure it's not pulling current, otherwise it can start a fire. And the worst you can get, which I've seen so far, is it where it just sparks up, a problem happens, which is one of the cords just was a bit tight and it started to come off and it had a little reaction and went like that. So that way the system could play it up. This was last year and I had to jump up on the roof and fix a cord. So it's got a lot of safety features really, and that's the same way it's set up for the caravan, so it's safety. And as long as you know how to set up batteries and stuff, you can do all this kind of work yourself if you just basics when it comes to electronics and do your basic safety. So when you go to plug in the plug here for power, to connect it to power, right, as you don't use it for a big house, this is only for small units or a caravan size. Up to this one here, we only use up to 2,000 watts or 2.5, and we have aircon and things going, or 3,000. You keep it roughly there. So as long as you keep it underneath there to 4,000, this system is fine with these wirings, right? So it's a small system. It's not there to have a whole shitload of power tools going, a whole shitload of fridges and all that kind of stuff, you know. It's for a good, decent caravan, right? You can get bigger ones. They go up to 7,000 or 8,000, even 10,000. I think they get 10,000. When I was looking at them, they were that. But I looked at them a few years back, because I got this years ago, and they were that, and they're going up. I think they're 10,000 now. You might even get a 12,000, and they're the type of system that you hook up to. Yeah, it looks like wires everywhere, but that's just how it is. I've done some cords and rehooked this one up. This one's in the back up. It's turned off at the moment. that's how you have it all set up. Anyway, I'm going to leave there. I thought I'd just mention about the lithium batteries, as they've been talking about them lighting up and people might get worried about house systems. So I just thought I'll mention at least my one and cover it a little bit, that it's all covered. When it comes to the ones that on the scooters lighting up, they were just a one system like this. Don't know what their safety features were. Maybe their safety features were failing, and maybe they need a safety feature where it connects into, and then another safety feature for the lithium battery, like have a double kind of thing. But other than that, they're pretty safe as long as they don't get hot and all the rest of it. They should be right. Have a good one and see you later.